So stands for sine.
Wait, the whole
Opposite
thing?
over hypotenuse. Cos stands for cosine. Adjacent over hypotenuse. And TOA stands for tan. Opposite over adjacent. You should have done the front of that purple sheet. Hopefully we did that. We'll run through one example that is like what's on the front side of your purple sheet. If I'm looking at my angle P and I need to find the sine of P, sine, remember, is so.
15.
What would be opposite P?
15.
15. And what's my hypotenuse?
17.
17. Can I simplify that?
No.
No. So that's it. Okay. Cosine is your cos. The A stands for adjacent. What side is next to angle P?
8.
8. And my hypotenuse is still
17.
first side.
Oh, never mind.
Tan is TOA.
Like half movie.
Opposite P again was
15.
15. Adjacent is.
8.
Can I simplify that one?
No.
Okay, if I look from angle N's perspective, so opposite hypotenuse, what's opposite N? 8. And my hypotenuse still
17.
cosine cos adjacent to N, 15, hypotenuse still, and tan stands TOA, opposite is
15. Wait.
N, 8, and adjacent is 15. Okay, how do we feel about that stuff?
Good. Easy.
Good? Okay. I want you to skip to the next page. Okay, this is where you desperately need your calculator. I literally have no idea how to do this without a calculator. So hopefully we'll have an actual calculator. Okay, a lot of you have different calculators, that's fine. I want you to find sine on your calculator. On these, it's kind of above your 7. Yeah, sin, cos, tan, whatever. Anybody not able to find sine on their calculator? That's not sin.
There's S-I-G.
But the G is silent and sign too, so bam. English.
Can really do too. It's not close.
Oh no. Okay, hit the sign and then enter 21. Sign of 21.
What does that do?
Sign.
Enter. I need 4 decimal spots.
It said there's a Miss Dennis calling our domain. I know what it feels like.
Me
too.
Wait.
Okay.
I don't know how to work by calculator.
One chin now.
Which am I using?
You just need to hit regular sign, not second sign.
I feel like it's Colin's fault.
So you see how that has a negative one? You just need to hit sign.
Can't say for you. I'm done with you.
Okay, anybody able to not get that in their calculator? Okay, go ahead, put tan 22 in there.
I'm still at 10.
Point.
What?
Anybody not get .4040?
I got it.
Okay. Plug in the cosine of 20. 0.9397. Okay, how about the sine of 77? 9744. How about somebody named Austin Buchanan 17?
3057.
Yes, call in. 3057
0523.
0523. Yay, Caleb! Woo!
Thank you.
Do you want a cookie or something?
I want fruit snacks.
Okay, how this works here. Like if I'm looking at tan is 17, let's say this angle's 17, and so my opposite over my, adjacent,
That's like a one.
Sorry.
At it.
opposite over adjacent is 0.3057. So that means that if I take, let's say, I don't know, I'm not even going to mess with numbers, but whatever this side is, your opposite side over your adjacent, when you reduce that fraction, you will get that decimal. Okay, so what we're going to do down here is use this stuff as well as our sides and that SOHCAHTOA thing to solve for sides. Okay, so when I look at this angle, also never use your 90. You don't ever use 90 to do your SOHCAHTOA, just an FYI. So the only angle I have labeled is what? 37. Okay, so looking from 37's perspective, this X right here, is that opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Opposite. I want you to go ahead and write opposite next to it. That side of 12, is that opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Hypotenuse. Okay, I got O and H, right? O and H, am I using sine, cosine, or tangent? How do I know I'm using sine? Because I have O and H. The only one that has O and H in it is my sine. Okay? Super important. You need to take the sine, cosine, or tangent of an angle. So what goes next to our sine, cosine, tangent is always an angle measure. Okay, so to set this up, you said we're using sine, so we're going to go sine of, what's the angle measure? 37 equals, my opposite side we said was X, and my hypotenuse is 12. Okay, questions so far? I just have my opposite side over my hypotenuse, angle measure next to sine. Okay, I want you to plug in sine of 37.
0.6018.
0.6018. So that is the only thing I've done is simplify sine of 37, right? I still have equals x over 12. Right?
Yes.
Okay, how am I going to get x by itself?
Multiply by 12.
Multiply by 12, okay? Easiest thing to do is just leave this in your calculator so that you don't have rounding errors, and just go times 12.
7.2.
You get what?
7.2.
7.2. Anybody not get 7.2?
I got 7.22. Or I got 7.221. Actually, 7.222.
So besides the silliness,
Fusion.
anybody not get 7.2?
Would you plug that?
So the sine of 37 is this.
Yeah.
Okay. To get x by itself, you need to get rid of the divide by 12. Opposite of divide by 12 is times 12.
Okay.
So you need to take this number times 12.
Oh.
Because which are the ones that you have to do the other. Okay, let's try another one. Here, what's the only angle I know?
48.
48. So looking from 48's perspective, boys, what is x? Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Opposite. What is 5?
Adjacent.
Adjacent, good. So I'm looking for OA. Which one has OA?
Tan.
Tan. TOA. So how I write this is I take the tan of my angle measure. What's angle measure? 48. Equals, I gotta put opposite on top, so what's going on top? X over 5, my adjacent goes on bottom.
It's one.
Okay. Questions on that setup?
5.5.
Whoa, hold up.
Holy
Okay. What's the first thing people with answers are doing? Tan of 48. Tan of 48 gives me
1.1106.
1.106.
No.
1106. Okay. And I still have x over 5 here, so what's the last thing I need to do?
Multiply it.
Times by 5. Good. And what's my final answer? 5.6. Good. Okay. Questions there? Alright, this one, you notice I have 2 different angle measures. You can pick either one to work with. Okay, except for the 90. You can pick 58 or 32. Which one do you guys want to work with?
58.
58.
Why?
Why not? Okay, so now you have to remember we're looking from 58's perspective. Okay? What side is 8? Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Opposite. What's x? Hypotenuse. So I got OH. What am I looking at? The sine. So I write sine of 32?
58.
58 has to be whatever angle you're looking at. So sine of 58 equals what over what? X over 8?
No, 8's opposite.
8 over x. 8 over x. Okay, so now here's where things get a little bit tricky. Notice x has always been on top.
Yeah.
This time x is on bottom. Okay, first off, I want you to find the sine of 58.
Okay.
What'd you get?
0.8480.
0.8480? Yes. Okay. How am I gonna get the x out of the bottom? Multiply. Right now it is divide. Caleb. Right now it is divide, so I need to multiply. So if I multiply by x, I get 0.8480x equals 8. Now how do I get x by itself? Divide. So you're going to take 8 over 0.8480. Those of you that like to leave your answer in there like I would, all you gotta do is take 8 divided by your answer. On some of these, it's second negative sign. This one is second negative sign. After you type in that sine of 58. Tell me what we get for an answer.
I got
0.106.
Say what?
I got 9.
I think I just
9.4?
Yes.
5.4.
You're losing me.
No, you
I
gotta
got
take 8
9.4.
divided by your answer.
What are we supposed to get? 9.4.
Well, she has a different answer.
Okay.
Oh, 9.4 works. Okay, so your x should be 9.4. Okay, honestly, here's how I look at this. When you are at this point, okay, so you took your sine equals 8 over x, and instead of doing all this work, honestly, I just flip these. And so you take 8 divided by that sine of 58. Questions there?
Is this what our homework's gonna be like?
What's gonna be like?
Homework.
When have I ever given you like random stuff?
Well, if our homework's like this, that's Bree's work, so. It's just. That's how we get to level 2.
Alright, let's do word problems. Okay. Alright, it says how long is the guy wire shown in the figure if it is attached to the top of a 50-foot antenna and makes a 7-degree angle with the ground. Luckily, everything is labeled for us. 50-foot antenna, 7-degree angle, looking for this. Okay? So what angle am I going to look at? 70. Looking from 70, how does 50 relate? Opposite. How does x relate? Hypotenuse. Oh, h, what are we looking at? Sine. sine. So I take sine of
70.
70 equals 50 over x. Good. Okay, what is the sine of 70?
0.939.
0.939 what?
97.
Okay, when we have x on the bottom, how do I solve?
Divide it by. Or you
Multiply
swap
by
them like you
x.
said.
Multiply by x, then you're gonna have to divide by your numbers. So all you're doing is switching these. So your x is 50 divided by 0.9397.
X equals 53.2.
53.2. Do you guys agree with that? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you guys don't know.
Yep.
Huh?
I agree 100%.
53.2, that works. 53.2 what?
Inches.
Questions on that one?
Nope. No.
Alright, guess what? We gotta draw a picture. Yay! A 15-foot ladder is propped against a vertical wall. Here's a wall. Oh, that's not straight. That's
Holy.
Here's the ladder.
Golden.
This is my ladder. It's got steps on it. How long is my ladder? 15 feet. Here's my ground. It says it makes a 72-degree angle with the ground. So where should my 72 go?
Like right on the
Right.
corner.
Yeah, down here. 72-degree angle. Obviously, I have right angle there. I need to know how far is the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. So which side am I looking for, the left or the bottom?
Left.
Bottom.
Opposite.
What?
So the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. Well, these be touching, so
Told
Probably.
you. Bottom. That's what I was saying the whole time.
what?
Right.
What's wrong? Nothing? Okay. There. So looking from 72's angle, how does x relate? Adjacent. How does 15 relate?
The hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse, what's wrong?
Oh, never mind.
I got cos, aka cosine. Cosine of what? 72 equals what?
39.
X over 15. We like these because x is on top, so it makes it easy. Cosine of 72 is
39.
0.3090.
0.3090.
Yep.
4.6.
So what's the last thing I gotta do?
Times 15.
Times by 15, and I get
4.6.
how much?
4.6.
4.6. 4.6. What? 8.
Inches.
How do we feel about this stuff?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
That's good.